Huang Juxian has lived in Beijing all her adult life, but she's not officially a resident of Beijing, nor are her twins, despite having lived in the city their entire lives. The Huangs don't hold a Beijing hukou registration certificate because their parents came originally from a rural province, and that matters. Without the certificate, the adults can only apply for lower paid jobs, the family can't access Beijing's health services, and they can't buy property or a car. The children are restricted to certain schools, and they can't even apply to the city's universities.
We
pay tax like Beijing people, but because of the hukou system, we're treated differently, like we're a second-class people.
For many rural Chinese, the hukou system feels like part of a con. The government encourages urbanization, but discriminates against newcomers once they arrive in cities. For those still in the countryside, the big complaint is that they don't have the same land rights as urbanites. In cities, land and property ownership is established, and people can buy, sell and raise money by mortgaging it, but not here. Although people have specific plots allocated to them 30 years ago, they can't trade them. Yang Wanchai would like to sell his 700 square meters and reckons he'd get about $50,000 for them if he could.
I'd use the money to rebuild my house and send my daughter to a better school, to get a better education.
Allowing people to raise capital on rural land could help drive the economy by putting disposable income in the hands of hundreds of millions.
People in urban areas earn 6 times what people in the countryside do. If we can narrow that gap, it would be a very good thing for the country.
China's political leaders appear to have heard that message. All the speculation is that rural reform is a top-of-the-agenda issue for the Communist Party's bosses. The government is well aware of the grievances of the rural Chinese, including those now living as second-class citizens in cities. Reform, land rights out here, and of the hukou system in cities like Beijing will be slow. But it could be at this weekend's plenary that it'll begin. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Jiangwei, Yunnan Province, China.